I'm poor, sir. I live in a place where we don't have AC right now, and it's 90 degrees outside. It's hot as f***. Yo, what's up, honkers? Today we're going to be checking out Internet Historian's fancy video about theaters. I've never really been to a play before, but I have to imagine that it's filled with those snobs who look down on poor people, and I really don't like those people. But I like to please others, so I gotta seem more fancy so that they don't find out that I live in Texas with no AC. Also, I really like doing these Internet Historian videos on the channel. However, YouTube seems to not like it whenever I do upload these. So please like the video and comment what your favorite Internet Historian video is. It will really help me out a lot. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand how much I like it whenever you do that. By the way, if you do leave a recommendation, I will give it a heart. All right, let's get fancy. Feel free to react to these.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Look at you.
What?
Uncultured.
What?
Unsophisticated.
What do you mean?
Middle class. No.
I resent that. I'm poor, sir. I live in a place where we don't have AC right now, and it's 90 degrees outside. It's hot as fuck.
Don't speak. You'll just make me throw up. I'd say cover up with this dinner jacket, but I'm afraid that you'd get your head stuck in the sleeve and asphyxiate.
Bruh.
Listen, lowborn. Don't you want to be refined? Don't you want to be fancy? Like moi?
Right.
That's French. I don't expect you to know what it means.
I didn't know.
But I have some good news. Before this financial year ends, I have decided to make a charitable deduction. It's you, champ.
Oh.
For you see,
You can have premarital sex.
What,
virus.
wait, what is that?
I have made several videos, though, which will show you how to bluff your way to the inner circles.
Why would I want to be
Undetected.
hanging out with those two?
Yes.
Guys? What?
By the time the elites find out,
Neon Genesis Evangelion is psychological and intense.
it will be too late. I get you in, you eat all the hors d'oeuvres, and we get out. That's the plan. And let's begin your instruction with theater, the YouTube premium of upper society.
Upper society.
And the first section, symphony. The first period of performance, that's called Baroque, from 1600 to 1750. This featured Bach and Vivaldi.
Ooh.
Now, there was also a guy named Giuseppe Tartini, and he was the best one of them all, because one evening he had a dream where the devil showed up and presented him with a deal. The devil would become his teacher and impart on him everything he knew about music.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Once Tartini had learnt everything he could, he handed over his violin and asked the devil to play.
Oh, wait. I think I've heard this story before. Is this how the Tenacious D song came to be? A tribute thing? I don't know. I'm dumb.
The devil played the greatest musical piece that Tartini had ever heard. Tartini woke up with a gasp, and he tried to recreate what he had heard in the dream. And what he wrote down was his most famous piece, the best thing he had ever written.
Nice.
And he said, "This is shite compared to the original. This is nothing better than a tribute."
Yeah, it is that.
And that's where you get the Tenacious D song from. He named this piece The Devil's Trill, and he claimed that the difference between his version and the version in the dream was so great that he would have smashed his violin and quit music forever had he not needed it for his job.
Yeah, you need that.
Classical, 1750 to 1830. Mozart and Beethoven show up like da-da-da-da. Now, Beethoven was famously known for going deaf. Once that happened, everyone told him that he should just quit music forever. But he just wouldn't hear it. Anyway, there's so much I could say about these two. Romantic era. Now that's when everybody started kissing, and it's my favorite. Great piece. Mwah. Oh, you played wonderfully too. Mwah. We also enjoyed listening. Mwah.
Yes.
Mwah, 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 mwah. All you need to know about
Mario.
this one is Chopin and Berlioz. Berlioz, however, was not getting any kisses. He was relatably, painfully single,
Forever
living
alone.
alone in Paris.
Wow.
The city of love. So, here's how it started. He's there and he's in his early 20s, and he is looking for a new GF. So one day, he attends a Shakespearean play, and on stage, he spots an actress, and he immediately falls in love with her. He wrote her many notes, confessing his love, but her DMs went unreplied.
Damn, dude.
So he began
Feels
writing
bad,
a
man.
symphony about her. How can she ignore this? And also
yes.
around this time he started smoking a lot of opium, but don't worry about that. Anyway, so he wrote this piece just...
I mean, as all musicians in history, it seems, a good song is always written while high on drugs. Every time. I don't know why. It just seems to be a thing.
However, his DM still went unreplied. For several months he started to get quite disheartened. Until he saw another girl. So he immediately fell in love with her instead, and he
Wow.
said, you know
Okay.
what, I'm going to change that symphony I wrote, so now it's about this other lady, and not about that ugly one that I didn't like anyway. This time, happily, she reciprocated, and they fell in love and were set to marry.
Hey, let's go.
Suddenly, what the fuck? Phones
What?
haven't been invented yet. Yes, hello, I'm busy.
What?
Oh, Rome? To study? Absolutely. I'll catch the
okay.
first flight out. So
Going to
Berlioz
college
went to
or
Rome
something?
to study music. However,
Via Medici.
while he was away, he got some news.
Berlioz. I have to tell you something.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sacre bleu. Some other, more handsome musician swooped in and married his girl while he was in Rome, and they ran away together. Berlioz was furious.
I imagine, dude. Back in the day, how would you even find out about something like that? That you just get like a letter? Like, I don't know how long it would take to like travel that far. So you'd never be able to see her ever again. What the fuck? What the hell is this new YouTube feature? Why can't I hate the new YouTube UI, dude.
And he set his mind to solving the problem. I know what I'm going to do.
What? Write more songs? Right?
I'm gonna murder her
What?
and her lover. And her mom.
What? Why her mom?
And then
What?
I'm gonna do a self-murder.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so this gets pretty elaborate. His idea is to dress up as a housemaid. He has bought both poison and 2 guns. Now he
Okay.
is going to sneak into the house of his ex-fiancée,
What?
and
Yeah,
there
what?
she and her mother will be sipping tea, which he has already poisoned. Then he will pull off the clothing and reveal himself. Blam, blam, sad overture.
So he's a femboy in the whatever time period this is, the 1300s or whatever. My question is, what anime did he get this thing from? What anime is there a maid with guns? What the hell?
He heads back home to Paris to do it. But while on his travels there, it takes quite a while, he
Right.
has to change carriages. And when he does that, he leaves the guns in one of the little cubbies.
Oh, man.
So he's lost all his weapons.
No.
What is he going to do now?
Oh, man.
Well, his next leg on the stop is Genoa, and he decides, you know what, let's just skip the murder and go straight to the finale.
No.
So he stops off in the port city of Genoa, and he's
Oh, this is
there
so
at the
sad,
side of the
dude.
Mediterranean. He pauses for a moment, then he throws himself in. Now, some people see this whole thing happen, and they think he's had an accident, so they run in to try to save him. They pull him to the
Wait.
shore.
Wait.
He lived.
He can't even kill himself. Oh, my God. This poor man.
So he has now reached his lowest point.
Holy
He dejectedly
shit.
continues home. He gets back to Paris, and he wallows around, feeling pretty sorry for himself. But he decides, You know what? I may as well do what I do best in times of trouble.
Which is?
Smoke a lot of opium.
Ah, yes.
And while I do that, I shall write a symphony. Although I ain't gonna name it after that hoe who stole my heart. And so he went back to work. But here's the thing. It was the greatest piece he had ever written. And it premiered to a huge crowd. And you know what? It was a smash hit. Number one on iTunes.
Number one.
But then, and here's a bloody plot twist. Remember the first girl?
Yeah.
Well, she attended that concert and she realized that Berlioz was a genius. And then she wrote a letter to your boy saying how good your bloody symphony was, and sorry about not replying, I just put my phone down and got super busy or whatever. By the way, I love you. And so Berlioz goes, well, I love you too. And a year later, they were married. It's a beautiful moral of the story. See, fellas?
I have a feeling that this is going to go south somehow. Any woman that approaches you after you're successful.
Don't jump in the Mediterranean. Anyway, a few years later they got divorced because weirdly he cheated on his wife with the housemaid.
What?
Not that one, a different one. But then he married that housemaid.
Okay.
Hooray! But then when he died later on, for some reason he gets buried with both of them.
What?
Kind of strange.
What?
But moving on to the Impressionist musicians. Now that's Claude de... The what now? Claude de what? You know what? You'd better go to ad time.
Bussy.
Alright guys, welcome back to the Nord Stream.
What? He's a streamer.
Today we're playing Assassin's Creed 3. Chat, come on, chat. Hey, everyone's spamming Nord in the chat. Whoa, new follower!
So
hey, welcome to the
VTM
Dream
lover.
Team Sub Cream. Thank you so much for the great.
follow.
Unfollowed. Sorry, guys. The cleaners are here. Sorry, just ignore the mess. I haven't cleaned up these bottles yet. No, it's just tea. It's just tea.
That's crazy.
I stream for 10 hours a day. And it's like the algorithm is against me or something.
Yeah, dude,
how come
I feel
everyone
that.
is watching Asmon's stream? And I'm not getting any new followers.
Okay.
I'm playing.
The reason people are watching Asmon is because he be reacting to your videos, man. So your videos are just better, all right? That's the reason.
The games. What more do you want me to do? Just a quick word from the sponsor. NordVPN is the VPN that you can trust. So go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian for a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months for free plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. My God. Today we are going to be watching the new Snow White movie. I love the intro. I love seeing that Disney logo. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Guys, I'm just gonna get up and get some food. I'll be back.
Oh my fucking God, he pulled a Hassan.
Get some food. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh. Someone reported his shit.
Who reported my stream? Hello, my Nordlings. Welcome back to the stream. Can we get some ends in the chat, guys?
Ends? No.
Not like that. Mods! Welcome back to the ASMR stream for NordVPN. Today I'm going to be drinking a can of Coke while I say the word Nord.
Okay, hold on.
Nord. Hey, thank you for the tier 3 sub. With NordVPN, I can be outside my house, Jack's Film's house, Samito's house, Ordinary Things' house.
Oh my God.
Just like that. Welcome back to
So this come around the same time that like all the I think it was, who was the streamer who doxed Jack's Films?
the hot tub stream.
Oh,
what do you guys
boy.
mean? How many hot dogs can I put in my mouth? What? I'll just... Oh my God, $5,000 donation. Thank you so much. You guys are such good friends. Streaming's not for me. I'd rather go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 months for free. And
hot tub stream win whenever I get my custom model, I want to have different outfits for it. I want to have like a chibi toggle to go into little Jerry mode, and maybe have like a swimsuit where we can have like a little thing. I don't know. Maybe.
Ad over. Watching Netflix,
yeah.
are you?
Yeah. Oh my
All
God.
tucked in with a 3-hour essay on Good Game Good, and here's why.
Fallout New
yeah.
Vegas is actually the only based Bethesda game.
Turn that off.
Only
I've got
based.
something for you much less enjoyable and far more expensive. We're going to the theater.
Oh. I almost forgot this was what it was
Theater,
about.
from the ancient Greek,
I was so engrossed
theatral,
in the ad.
the most dramatic of the Transformers. It means a place for viewing. Here's a Roman theater. They were quite simple back then. You have the stage, the
Okay.
auditorium, and the vomitorium.
Why
Now,
was
for a
it
very
called
long
the
time,
vomitorium?
people thought that the vomitorium was a place where the Romans would gorge themselves, where they would eat so much that they would throw up, and then
Yeah.
gorge themselves again because they were so decadent and or bulimic. But it comes from the word vomir, which means to spew forth, because that's where people go in and out. So
Okay.
vomitorium is just a dramatic way of saying the entrance. Now, if you skip forward to the 1800s, things are getting a lot more modernized, but they still didn't have electric, so they had what's called the limelight. And that's why they say, to be in the limelight, to be the star of the show. What they would do was take a piece of quicklime and heat it up super hot, which will naturally glow very bright. They would then take reflective mirrors and lenses to focus the beam, and they would use that as an early form of the
That's
spotlight.
so cool.
The limelight is not because it's green, but because it's made from quicklime.
Huh.
In the modern day, things are a lot more advanced, and they can do all sorts of cool shit with like lasers going into your eyeballs and all sorts of stuff.
No.
But it's not just the tech that's had
That
an
movie's
upgrade,
so
it's the
fucking
architecture as well. In Elizabethan times, they had the yard, and you could get in here for about a penny apiece. And this is where all the poor people stood to watch the shows. It's like when you go to Oppenheimer and you end up with the worst seats in the IMAX theater, right? But thankfully, in modern times, we have fixed that problem. We kicked out all the poor people, and we sunk the floor down low. And put in an...
No, they haven't fixed that shit in movie theaters, bruh. Movie theaters still have that shit, and I fucking hate it. Why do they even exist? No one wants to sit there. No one wants to sit there. And if you do, you're weird, dude.
Now, these things are usually 6 to 12 feet deep, so they're not obstructing the audience's view. But having a giant hole at the end of a stage is quite dangerous.
Oh, God.
So usually they put a big net there as well.
Okay.
And yet, a lot of people still get pitted.
Oh, my.
Like a lot of people.
How
In
big is the
2011,
drop?
during a production of The Sound of Music, one of the lead actresses fell into the orchestra pit and was left paralyzed from the waist down. In 2009,
Oh my
a conductor, not a superconductor, just a regular one, fell 14 feet into the dark pit
Holy
and broke
shit.
9 vertebrae and 1 ankle. Mamma mia. And he fell on his pointy conducting thing. At the Bolshoi Theatre, a violinist died from his injuries after falling into the pit.
Oh, wow.
This theatre is prone to all sorts of accidents, by the way. It's kind of cursed. But performers and musicians aren't the only ones falling into the pit.
Okay.
In 1988, an 82-year-old man fell from his balcony box seating all the way down into the pit during a performance of Macbeth.
Did he just-
He died.
I imagine.
Very spooky. Even already dead people are getting pitted. In 2016, a man sprinkled his friend's ashes
Wait,
into
what?
the orchestra pit at the Met
Oh,
Theatre.
my
This happened
God.
during the intermission, and it was a sort of tribute to a mentor of his. But of course, people
I
went,
don't
"What
give
the
a
hell
shit.
are you doing?"
Don't-
And he goes, "Oh, I don't know." And he
Bro, you're making other people breathe in dead guy. What are you doing?
flees the scene. Everyone's coughing and sneezing up dead guy, and people think, is this anthrax? What is this? So they call in the anti-terrorism police, and the whole show is cancelled for the rest of the evening.
That is so bad.
A quick intermission.
Okay.
Or is it?
Oh.
Ooh, fiddle-tee-dee.
Oh, spooky.
I am the trap master.
Oh, no, okay.
Not like that. Do not ask me to reveal my secrets, woman. I have dedicated my life to the mysteries of the theater. The theater. She has so many enigmatic traps.
Oh. Wait.
Let us start
Wait, is that
with
me?
the most simple yet devious.
Why are you wearing this hot
trap.
dog?
It allows the actor to walk directly into the set piece. Where did he go?
Oh, where'd he go?
Nobody knows. Cast your eyes over here to the genie trap. Now the victim stands on this dumbwaiter, and a counterweight launches their hapless body
Yeah,
up
listen,
onto
yeah,
the
Alpha Gundam
stage.
style guy did that.
In the olden
Yeah.
days, this circle of flaps would sometimes go on top, and then that would make the whole thing
Oh, that
just
seems
one way.
really dangerous.
Now, back when they made this thing, they didn't have hydraulics. So instead, they'd have like 6 stagehands pulling as fast as they could. And sometimes it would go totally wonky, or it wouldn't open properly, or they'd only get about halfway through.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, that's-
well, I guess that's it. There's only 2. Wrong! This is the vampire trap.
Oh.
And if I want to come back up again, this is called the sunroof trap. Very cool.
Oh, interesting.
Watch out for the closing doors on this one. It managed to trap Spider-Man's foot back into production in 2013. Me and the Green
my
Goblin,
God.
we collabed on this one. All right, there's one more. The Ghost Glide. What you do is stand on this slidey bit, and it ascends diagonally, which makes it look like he's coming out of the ground. But the ladies are there yawning, they're going, ooh, short ghost. But then, 5 foot, 5'1",
Oh.
5'2".
Oh.
All the ladies are turning their heads now. 5'3", 5'4", 5'5". All the ladies are loving it. Now, I bet you're wondering, what happens to the actors when they go down these traps? Are they dead and gone forever?
I doubt
Yes,
it.
sometimes.
Wait, what?
In
Ow.
1888, Frederick Federici was playing the role of Mephistopheles in Faust at the
Okay.
Princess Theatre in Melbourne. As he descended the trap at the end of the play, goodbye everybody, goodbye.
Bye.
He had a heart attack and died.
Oh.
Never seen again.
Oh,
So as you
well,
can
I
imagine,
mean,
with this many deaths, the theatre has become a highly haunted place. Oh yes. In fact,
like a lot of like ghost videos that I've like watched, like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, like other channels on YouTube, like Twin Paranormal and stuff like that. There's a lot of investigations at theaters. It's just, I guess there's just a lot of deaths, which makes sense now.
sometimes you can put your ear right up to the wall and you can hear 2 male ghosts wrestling. Can't fake that.
Yeah, wrestling. Mm-hmm.
Another ghost hole. Don't look inside. I did once. Almost went blind. That's why I wear the mask. Anyway, because of all the ghosts, the theatres do whatever they can to keep the spirits happy. See this? It's called a ghost light. When everything is closed, it is kept on always. Kept on for the ghosts, so that they don't
Interesting.
bump their shins in the dark or whatever. At the Palace Theatre in London, there has been some ghostly activity.
It seems to be a bit of a hotspot for ghostly activities.
And that's why they always keep 2 empty seats at the back, so that the ghosts may sit there and watch the show.
So that's why
Wow.
we traditionally kept a couple of seats off
Kept,
sale
wait,
for
past
the ghosts. However, Harry Potter is so popular that we sell those seats now.
Oh.
Also,
That's
most theatres close for 1 day
depressing.
per week. And on those days, the ghosts are left to perform for each other in their own shows,
Hey.
which they like, we think.
I was worried about my own vagina.
Ah!
It
Oh,
needed a
finally,
context,
the vagina
a
monologues.
culture of
You sure are part off throwing fucking hot dogs. God damn it.
The book at me.
me about
Alas, I do not. You know, I wasn't always part of the elite. In fact, from a very young age, I grew up in an orphanage.
Oh, okay.
No, my parents weren't dead. Rent in
Wait.
that building was just really cheap.
What?
But my parents showed me no affection. And as soon as they could, they sent me off to boarding school.
No!
But boards were always their passion, not mine.
Oh my god, how many more of these fucking jokes is he gonna make? Is he gonna go to a library or some shit now?
I tried to run away,
Ow.
but they caught me. And boy, did they throw the book at me. Alas, I did not dodge in time.
No!
I spent the next few years in a coma.
Oh, okay.
A Native American town, Pueblo, Acoma. And the people there taught me how to read American. They also had a local library, and I spent my days
I fucking called it, dude.
buried in books, learning as much as I could about the arts.
Is he reading a ninja book on how to get good at Fortnite and streaming? Oh my god.
And once someone noticed me buried under those books, and they rescued me. I knew I wanted to teach
shit.
default character presets like yourselves.
What? I'm not
all
a default.
about
What?
Shakespeare. Editor's note. I started Googling Shakespeare and I got kind of distracted, so
Okay.
I don't know. Here's a WAV file. You can do something with this. Put him in like a classroom or something.
Okay.
All right, attention,
Oh,
everybody. Shit. I am your new teacher. You are a
Mr.
bunch of
Historian?
troubled inner city youths. All you know is shoot gun, fail test, and crime. But I'm here to
That's
teach you
America
that
to a
actually
T.
books and reading and stuff are actually pretty epic after all.
Catch it.
Now, the earliest known written language is what, Mr. Single Parent Household?
Wow.
I don't know, teach, but you're never gonna get through to me.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
I haven't played.
Well, what if I go back in time?
Back in time.
Back in time. In the long, long ago, very few could read. But to be fair, most of the written languages were kinda shit. This is cuneiform, the very first written language, and it has far too much punctuation. Then eventually came along the Egyptians, and they invented emojis, but they would call them hieroglyphs. Anyway, the typical written thing would go like this. Message for you, sir.
Emojis are so much easier to say. Also, I need to tell Azu about that. He's really into languages. I imagine he'd enjoy it a lot.
Hieroglyphs. Anyway, the typical written thing would go like this. Message for you, sir. Big bird, man with stick, man sitting, circle. Oh, more bills. Eventually that became quite annoying, so the Phoenicians, who were a kind of Lebanese, very progressive especially for those days, now they came up with a better idea. They started going, hey, that sounds a bit like an A. Buh. That sounds a bit like a B. Cool. And so on and so on, until we had a proto-form of the alphabet. Now, the Greeks thought that was pretty neato, but they said, let's come up with an even better version with 22 letters, and soon that will be like English.
Right.
Oral history. Greeks, more like geeks. Got 'em. Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you about something highly relatable. Of the surviving Greek works, the greatest hits were the Iliad and the Odyssey. Now, because most people couldn't read, this stuff wasn't written down for a very long time, and instead it was memorized and performed. And when they performed it, they used one of these, a lyre. Now, this was great for conveying tone, right? So here's a soft bit, doo-doo-doo, but then this is a big dramatic bit. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Now, the Iliad starts with this guy, Menelaus, king of Sparta, and he has a wife, Helen, and she is a very fine lady. And then the Prince of Troy shows up. His name is Paris, and he goes, damn, shorty, awooga, awooga.
Awooga, awooga.
Hey, that's what he'd say, right? And he and his boys abduct her and took her all the way back to his crib in Troy. Now this makes Menelaus quite miffed.
Hey, hold on there, Buster.
He declares a turf war, but he can't win it alone, so he calls on his homies. Odysseus, king of Ithaca, and Achilles, the best drive-by shooter of all time. But Achilles is not in the mood to fight, so the whole of the Iliad is basically spent trying to convince this guy to get involved.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, dude.
Eventually, they win the turf war by being very sneaky. They make a giant horse, which is the symbol of Troy, and they leave it at the front gate. That's their way of saying, Oh, I guess you win.
Oh,
We're
no.
walking away now. And meanwhile, thousands of soldiers go off and hide in some bushes. Now, the Trojans are very suspicious, but they can see that the Greek ships are actually sailing away into the horizon. So they know, oh, it must be real, must be real. We've won the many years' war.
Yay!
But actually, there's almost no one on those ships, and there's a surprise inside the horse.
Oh boy.
Later that night, when everyone's asleep, boiling hot tzatziki
What
everywhere.
the fuck is tzatziki?
And also some soldiers wearing thermal protection. They get out and they open the gates, and then everyone comes out of the bushes, running into the city, and kill everybody.
Nice.
After they win the war, Odysseus heads back home to Ithaca. However,
A lot of
on his
stuff
way,
happens on the
he
way.
starts making beef with Poseidon,
Yeah, Poseidon,
god of
he-
the sea. And Poseidon
And the
is mad
water.
at the disrespect, so he sends Odysseus on a long-ass detour, and that detour is the story of the Odyssey. Pretty epic, right, kids?
Yeah.
Whoa, Teach, that's fire.
Whoa, that
I'm
was
starting to
cool.
come around.
Wow.
That Odysseus guy is literally me. Yeah, I'm going to try that horse trick on my ops.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll
Homer
work.
from Homer's Odyssey is not a character in the story. He's the guy who tells the story, and then people wrote it down. Now, moving
what?
chronologically to the next big one, you've got the Bible. And for all practical purposes, this was basically an oral tradition too. Most people were illiterate by
Right.
this point, and the Bible was written in Latin. And pretty much
Wait, wasn't this supposed to be about theater? Why are we talking about historical, like, whatever, I'm just gonna continue.
only the clergy knew Latin, so they would be the one to recite it to people.
Oh!
It says that the cute lady at the front
Okay.
should go on a date with me, please. Listen, the rules are the rules. I didn't say it, the book did.
There
Yeah,
was a
and none of them
translated
can
version
read.
into English, the Wycliffe's Bible.
that's so funny.
And you better believe that thing was a threat to the order. So
Yeah,
they
imagine-
made that
imagine.
illegal to own.
What?
And if you were found with an unlicensed copy, the punishment would be death. So it remained. The Bible was read to the people.
Okay.
Now, by the 1300s came Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales, and that was a pretty big deal.
Get this book now.
Because it's one of the first significant works written in Middle English. It describes a bunch of people making a pilgrimage from Southwark to Canterbury, which is here to here, which was the longest journey anyone had ever made
Wow,
in the
52
1300s.
miles. Wow.
Now, it's a whole series of stories, and most of them can be boiled down to, how come if everyone is on a pilgrimage, you're all so focused on material stuff? Oh, hypocrites much?
Hypocrites, bruh.
Dong.
Whoa, time travel. Whoa.
It's now the 1600s, and they've updated all the textbooks from Middle English to regular. In
Nice.
1601, King James I said, all right, you know what? Let's everyone have a copy of the Bible they can read. Let's do a King James Bible. I won't feature it,
Yeah.
but I'd love to be in the title.
Nice,
And he
dude.
commissioned a committee of scholars to rewrite the thing in English.
Wasn't there, like, a thing that, what's his name, was like, fuck the church, and then, like, went on to make Protestants or whatever? I can't remember what it was called.
God's language.
Now I can't speak Spanish or anything.
It took 8 years. And that brings us to Shakespeare. And he's a huge deal. Oh, look, we're out of time.
Well, oh, no.
but sir, we're supposed to do penis inspection day today.
Wait, what?
No, there's no time. Roll the end card. The end.
Okay.
All right, that's the lesson. You watched the whole video.
Yeah, I know I didn't.
Or at
There's
least
still more.
you had it on in the background while you scrolled your phone. Couldn't be prouder of you. There's just one more quick thing I want to tell you about. Theater props. For example, this gun. Now, the thing... Oh, look who it is. I know what you're thinking, but it's just an actor. We all know that the real Lincoln is dead.
Right.
You know, when he fell asleep on the tracks of the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Anyway,
did that. Yeah.
this thing is super realistic. Although the trigger is a little loose.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
did he just kill Lincoln?
Oh,
What?
I can't believe you did that. But I won't tell anyone. And, in
What?
fact, good news. I'm gonna make you my little protege.
Wait.
And I will be your protege.
Nice car.
I got so many more lessons to teach. Still here, huh? Yes, just a little cleaning. More good news. Next video is almost done. It'll be on incognito mode, and it's about the art. And the next main channel video is also nearly done. That'll be out shortly after. If you're looking for more content in the meanwhile, we have another channel called Story Mode. The Metal Gear Solid and Forspoken videos are especially good. Don't forget NordVPN.
NordVPN.
More soon.
More soon. Well, that was interesting. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.